How you guys doing today? Today we're going to talk about the stimulus check, the money that the government has promised you. What are you going to do with it? How much are you going to spend? What are you going to save? Do you need the money right now? Do you need it later? That's what we're going to talk about today.
So what is Wealth Match? Tools and advice that can help you maximize your wealth. She's getting paid for what she knows and not what she does.
To work less and play more.
To maximize the wealth for my clients.
Your retirement plan.
Where the cash at, Uncle Money?
How you guys doing today? My name is Randall Avery, owner of RSA Deasil Advisors, a wealth management firm serving clients in the Atlanta metro area and also across the United States. Today we're going to talk about the stimulus check and more importantly, what you should be thinking about when you consider the stimulus check. But first, we're going to talk about why the stimulus check exists to begin with. We are dealing with the crisis, an epidemic that we have never seen before, causing the lives of many, making a lot of people sick. And because the risk of being around other individuals, we have opted to short down a small portion of our economy. And because of that, the government knows there's going to be a lot of people hurting. Not only the small business owner who owns the restaurant, but the individuals employed by that restaurateur. And it's important to make sure we give people funds to keep their lives going, at least keep them ticking. So it's important to know first and foremost, why do we even have the stimulus package? Now, with those things said, there are three things I want you to consider when you think about the stimulus package. The first thing is, do you even qualify for the stimulus package? I have a lot of clients call me to say, hey, do I qualify? Do I earn too much? Do I earn too little? Let's break down what qualifies you for the stimulus package. So the first thing, you have to file your 2018 tax returns. That is the qualifier. If you have a record of paying taxes, that is how they're going to give your money to you. So if you have not filed your 2018 tax return, I highly recommend you take your time to do that now. The second thing is, if you qualify for the stimulus check, is the amount of income that you make. If you make under $75,000, $150,000 if you're filing married as a married couple, then you qualify for the full stimulus check. That's $1,200 per individual and $2,400 per family filing joint. And on top of that, if you have the qualify for the income limitations, you actually receive $500 per child. So this is a significant sum of money that a lot of Americans are receiving and what a lot of Americans need at this point in time. So this is important. Now, what doesn't qualify you if you make too much money. So if you make all the way up to $90,000, $198,000 of married couple filing joint, then you will no longer qualify. So think of it this way. So for every $100 that you make over $75,000, they are going to take away from you $5. Okay? So every $100 that you make over $75,000, they're going to take away $5. And the same thing for married filing joint. So the first thing you need to consider is if you qualify. The second thing you should consider is your financial situation and your employment opportunity. And this is so important because where your financial situation really dictates how you're going to utilize this money. The first thing you need to do is understand how much things cost in your household. And it really boils down to creating budget. But there's 4 items I want you to make sure that you pay no matter what. The first thing that you will need to pay is food. You need food and energy to work and also find different employment opportunities if you find yourself unemployed. The second thing is utilities. Make sure that the lights are on. Make sure that the gas is running so that you're in a livable situation. The third thing is shelter. Make sure you have something over your head. And the fourth thing is making sure you have transportation. This is where you can get to and fro the different locations that you may need to go to for employment. These 4 things are the critical things that I want to make sure that they stay paid. Now, a benefit of this current environment is a lot of people being lenient. Landlords, utility companies, they are really reducing the impact of not paying these bills so that you have a longer runway to make those payments. So if you need the money, make sure you're taking care of those bills first. The second thing is to assess your employment situation. If you're unemployed, if you feel like your employment's at risk, that will determine if you save this money or spend this money on other endeavors, which we'll go into on the third step. The third step we have to consider is if we need to save, spend, or give the money. And it's all based on different dynamics of your lifestyle. We're going to go through a couple for you to think through your situation personally. So the first situation we have to consider, Are you employed right now? If you're unemployed, you need to think about those 4 things we mentioned earlier. You need to think about food. You need to think about utilities. You need to think about shelter and also your transportation. Make sure those items are covered, and that's where your stimulus check should be going. If you're employed, but your employment at risk, you may need to save that money. Make sure that you have a slush fund to take care of those 4 key tenants. If you're employed and you're not at risk, now we can start investing in our future. Think about investing into your retirement or buying things that you can reinvest into yourself to earn more money in the future. Lastly, if you're employed, your employment's not at risk, and you've already funded your retirement fully, and you've also purchased things to maximize your income potential, now we have to consider giving money. There's a lot of people that are hurting. There's a lot of people that need money and find themselves in a situation where they don't have that slush fund, where those 4 major tenants are not funded. Think about humanity. Think about giving. Think about what you want somebody else to do if you found yourself in that situation. And also, how good you sleep at night knowing that you've helped somebody in this crisis, in this epidemic. Think about those things. I hope you follow those 3 steps. The first step is consider if you qualify for the check. The second step, do a financial assessment and evaluate your employment opportunity. And the third step is decide whether you should save, spend, or give the money. I hope you enjoyed that. My name is Randall Avery, owner of RSA Deasil Advisors, a wealth management firm serving clients in the Atlanta metro area and across the United States. If you like videos like this, please click the like button. If you want to reach out to me, you want more information on investing, what to do with your stimulus checks, spending, and budgeting, please look at the contact information below. Click the link in which you can reach me and ask me any questions concerning personal finance. I hope you enjoyed this. As always, do what you love and love what you do. Take care.
Let's go, Uncle Money.